Sue, this is looking really good, too. Oh, yeah. Many people have their traditional Irish meal on St. Patrick's Day, which is tomorrow,
yeah,
right?
Or maybe just because you're hearing about it, you're like, hey, I want to try something different for dinner. So let's put some new twists on some old favorites.
So suburban soapbox blogger Kelly Hemmerly is here to show us how to do this. Kelly is your name. You look Irish. The food's Irish, but there's smoke and mirrors going on here, Kelly.
All smoke and mirrors. I am not Irish at all. I'm British and Polish. I can make a mean pierogi.
But it just shows how everybody wants to take part and everybody likes to make some traditional Irish meals.
Yes.
So where are we starting?
So we will start over here with corned beef and cabbage. My corned beef and cabbage can be made either in your slow cooker or in your oven. I have both recipes.
He's ready. Look at him.
Go in.
What's the twist with this one, though?
So the twist on this one is the corned beef and cabbage are cooked separately. So the cabbage is fried in a saute pan with olive oil, salt, butter, pepper. It's just very simple. The corned beef is braised for 3 hours in an ale. Any ale would work.
Do you use a brown ale? Do you use a lighter ale?
Whatever you like.
Okay.
I used a very dark, well, Guinness because it's popular right now. I used a dark ale for this. A lot of people just season their water. This just gives it a lot of flavor. And let me tell you, these make the most incredible Reuben sandwiches the next day.
Oh, my goodness. I can't
believe it.
Does the alcohol in the beer dry the meat out at all?
Not at all. Not at all. So
it's nice and juicy?
Nice and juicy. And you do add a little bit of water, a little bit of seasoning, but it's a whole bottle. Just you dump and go.
Ooh, that sounds easy. I like that.
Should we, do you do scones next, or do you do sweet and savory, or how do we do that?
However you like.
Let's do the scones because it's right here in the middle. Now, normally I would think, when I think scones, I think British and England, but this is an Irish twist to it.
These are actually traditional Irish scones. I made them even more Irish because I put in the favorite Irish cream and made them a little boozy. So the glaze on top is the Bailey's Irish cream or whatever Irish cream you can find. Mixed with a little powdered sugar, and then you bake off your scones and top them with jelly, clotted cream, whatever you like.
You have to have the clotted cream and jelly. Yes. How is it?
This goes so well with coffee.
But even with scones, I've never made scones before. Are they hard to make?
They're very, very easy. I think they took me maybe 15, 20 minutes tops, start to finish.
Okay.
Scones can be really dry.
Yes.
How do you fight that? These aren't dry. These are good, but they can be dry.
Yeah, I added a little extra moisture and 1 egg, and that keeps the moisture in the scone.
Very nice. And this is my favorite. I love shepherd's pie or cottage pie.
Yes.
Depending on what you want to call it.
Exactly.
I do the same thing, cottage pie and shepherd's pie.
So technically, cottage pie is made with ground beef. These are made with ground beef. Shepherd's pie is usually made with lamb.
Because with the shepherd, right?
Yes.
They're shepherding a lamb.
Makes sense.
They make it with mutton.
But for today's purpose, we're going to use ground beef, and they are shepherd's pie because they're made kind of in the traditional sense of a shepherd's pie. A lot of people don't like lamb because it's a little gamey, but these are topped with mashed potatoes that are mixed with an alehouse cheddar cheese.
Look at that.
You can find that alehouse cheddar in basically any supermarket in their cheese section.
But this is the hardest part, I feel like, is getting the mashed potatoes on top and in this way.
Yes, so it doesn't even have to be this fancy. This was just kind of dress it up. And an easy way to do it, and do you want to go ahead and try, is to pipe it on. Just dip down and up.
Oh, down and up, okay.
Yeah, like the Christmas trees, if you remember.
Okay.
Kelly, this is delicious.
Like
and when do you add the cheddar cheese and all that for the mashed potatoes?
So when you make the mashed potatoes, you blend in a little bit of the cheddar cheese, and then before you bake them, you sprinkle it on top. Now the base is very easy to make. You can make it in a skillet, the ground beef, the peas, the gravy, and everything. And if you don't want to go this far and actually put them in a ramekin, you can just put the mashed potatoes right on top in the skillet.
I love, though, that you did them in ramekins because shepherd's pie can get messy. And then you're trying to cut it, and the mashed potatoes go on one side, and then you're fighting for the mashed potatoes.
Separate bowl.
So everyone gets their own little ramekin here. It's perfect. Look at that. Nice work, Alex.
That looks fabulous.
Doesn't look as good, but yeah, I like this way. It makes it a little easier.
We're just going to eat it anyway.
Hey,
love it.
For a Polish Brit, you do pretty good work with the Irish fare, young lady.
Thank you very much.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St.
Thank
Patrick's
you for coming
Day.
in. This is great.
I wish I had a beverage. Cheers.
Oh, I know.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
All right, we'll wait.
Well, more than just funny videos.